Howdy howdy, and welcome back to Papa's Cupcakeria. Quick change of locations. I know I came up to my college apartment for New Year's, and also because I have an audition on the 3rd of January for a musical. I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous. Let's talk more about that when we get into the game, which will happen right now. Here we go. It's spring! Wow! Oh, St. Patty's Day. That's my grandpa's birthday. It's St. Patrick's Day. Giorgito! Oh! Green frosting. A lot of new stuff. Green emerald cake. Delicious. Anything else? A mint bar? What else? Oh, that's all. Oh, look at the rainbow! Wow. Yes, I'm back in the onesie. I felt like not putting on pants today. Hello, Giorgito. Look at him in his little horseshoe. So, where was I? Spring, new beginnings, which will also be occurring in my life because I'm auditioning for a musical, something I've never done in person before. I'm very nervous about this. I do enjoy performing for people. And I love to sing, it's just that I don't sing in front of people very often. I even get shaky in front of my family, because I performed my audition song for my family over Christmas. And even then I was like really nervous and shaky, and so my voice was affected. But yeah, this is gonna be a new and exciting thing for me. I want it to go well. I'm manifesting that it does go well. Yes. I really like theater. Musical theater has been a big part of my life, and influenced what I actually want to do with my life, which is design theatrical sets and props and stuff like that. I really want to do that long term. And so yeah, this will be a really fun new experience. I hope it goes well. Some of my friends out here have been in some of the musicals put on by this community theater before, and they were amazing, and I got really excited. And it's my senior year, so I figured why not go out with a bang and see if we can freaking do this thing. So yes, that is the most pressing news coming my way. I've already bought the sheet music for the accompanist. Yes, I'm really excited. I hope it goes well. I'll keep y'all updated if it does or doesn't. I don't know. But yes, big things are coming my way. Speaking of musicals, I mentioned in the last episodes that I would talk more about Star Kid. One of my favorite, like, independent, like, theater companies. I don't know if they're a theater company, but they, like, make their own stuff. And it's all on YouTube for free, which is amazing. I think the first ever Star Kid musical I saw was Trailed Oregon, actually, funnily enough, which was a show that I helped run sound for last spring. Super, super fun, really talented people, Star Kid, just an amazing, super cool people. And it's like, it's all the same people. They bring in some new people sometimes, but it's almost like American Horror Story in that in their musicals, it's usually the same rotating cast of about like 10 to 12 people, and they all take on different roles, and the music is always so good, and it's all crowdfunded, which is really impressive. The quality of their stuff is all crowdfunded, and it's amazing, and you should go check it out. Highly recommend. They've got some stuff from like the early 2010s, question mark. Some of their oldest stuff is Me and My Dick. It's exactly what you think it's about. It's perfect for college students or people who enjoy a good dirty joke that lasts about an hour and a half. They've done, oh, what? 76? I must have somehow messed up his order. Well, that sucks. What doesn't suck is Star Kid's very stacked repertoire of musical theater. One of which is, they did a Harry Potter musical. I'm sure most people have heard of it. And if you didn't know where it came from Star Kid, baby. A Harry Potter musical, a Harry Potter sequel, and a Harry Potter senior year. They did 3 musicals. A Harry Potter senior year wasn't a full official stage production. It was a staged reading at some convention. But it's still really good, for what it was. And, yes, I love it very much. Actually, one of the characters' monologues, Gilderoy Lockhart, in the Harry Potter senior year, I actually used his monologue to audition for a little voice acting gig I did out here, like last year. Super fun thing. I got the role I wanted, so I think that's a testament to Star Kid's writing, but also the actor's performance, and I also want to thank like my performance in part as well. What else? They've done a Batman musical, Holy Musical Batman. It's really fun. It's full of so many puns. What else have they done about existing IP? They did Annie, a Star Wars musical. It's an 80s inspired coming of age story of Anakin, who was a grown-ass man in the musical, and it's so good. It's like 80s inspired music and 80s movies tropes, and the Anakin is in a Darth Vader onesie for the entire show. Yes, Jar Jar Binks is in there. I won't say more than that, but you should watch it just for him. Let's see. They've done Trail to Oregon. I said that already. They've done, one of their more popular ones that a lot of sounds got popular on TikTok was from this show called Firebringer, which was about like cavemen, or well, cave women, I should clarify. Super, super good. The one that's like, I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. That's from Firebringer. It's that one's a really good musical too. A lot of high schools have picked that one up because I think that was one of their first, if not their first, musical to go like public, like available to reproduce, and like you can buy the rights to perform it. Hello, Quinn. They've done The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, which is really good. One of my favorite songs in their show-stopping number is so good. I wanted to perform it for one of my theater club showcases when we still did showcases. Oh, them's were the times. But I digress. Show-stopping number was so good. The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals was a really good premise for a musical. And then there was like a sequel, Black Friday, which had mixed reviews, which I agree with. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I need to give it another watch. I've seen each Star Kid musical at least, I got it perfect, fuck yeah. At least 2 times each. Oh my gosh, I'm not even talking about one of my favorites, Starship. It is gender-bent Little Mermaid in space with bug puppets. Yes, if that doesn't interest you to check it out, I don't know what will, because it is phenomenal. It's puppets that are so intricate and so good. They're not Jim Henson quality good. But it's so good. Such good puppetry. It has my absolute favorite Star Kid song of all time, Kick It Up a Notch, which is the equivalent to Poor Unfortunate Souls, but sung by Dylan Saunders playing Pinsir, a giant talking scorpion. Oh, that man can sing. That man's got some pipes. Oh, speaking of pipes, on Dylan Saunders specifically, Twisted, which is, Bert Quinn's Cupcakes, dang it, which is the story of Jafar and like his story, like from his perspective. So good. It's a tearjerker. Anyways, Kick It Up a Notch. It's this like jazzy kick line, ultimatum, just twisted song. It's so good. It makes me go feral. And I wish I could perform it as an audition song. I love it so much. It's so good. If my theater club ever did showcases again, and there was a way I could get the rights to the song, you know I would be performing it. I've already come up with costume ideas for how I would, like, anthropomorphize Scorpion. So, like, oh, another perfect! Wow, this episode's going so great, y'all. It's because I'm talking about things I love, and it makes me really happy. Quinn is quite a simple order. Dang. Just Oreos and cherries. Classic. Reliable. But, yeah, I wish I could do it. What else? Twisted. I'm trying to think what else they've done. I think I covered almost everything. And then there's another company, Tin Can Bros, that have done some musicals as well. With a lot of overlap from people in StarKid. They did Tin Can Bros stuff because, like, some of the people, like 3 dudes in StarKid, they started Tin Can Bros, or it was around before. I don't know the origins of it. Anyways, Spies Are Forever is such a good spy musical. It's so good. Love it, love it, love it. I think it has a really good twist, in my opinion. The characters are so good. It's got so many good jokes. Irish cream drizzle. I was gonna make a joke about Irish people, specifically Irish men, and I won't go there. But I think you could connect the dots. Hi, Wally. Man, I remember playing Papa's Burgeria. This motherfucker was so hard to please. You'd burn his burger, like, just a little bit, or you'd undercook it, or the lettuce wouldn't be perfectly centered, and he'd get so angry. He was such a stickler. And, it was frustrating. Anyways, yeah, StarKid is super, super dope. You should check him out. I'll link him in the description, but also if you just search up StarKid, one word, on YouTube, you'll find their stuff. It's all there. Also, Tin Can Bros. I forgot Tin Can Bros. There was more stuff. They've also done the Solve It Squad, which was like a 1-act play musical thing about a, it was like a Scooby-Doo parody, but much darker. You should check it out because it's really good. That one was also really good. I need to rewatch Spies Are Forever and Solve It Squad. Solve It Squad I really liked, mostly because I love Scooby-Doo so much. Scooby-Doo was my entire childhood. I had pretty conservative parents. I mean, they're still conservative, but you know what I mean. In that they monitored the content I was allowed to consume. So no Harry Potter or anything like that until I was like in like middle school. No dark stuff. The darkest it got was Scooby-Doo, which is weird because they got us Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island on VHS, which I still have, and when we were like 7. And I don't know if you've seen Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, but that shit is terrifying. It's visceral, it's creepy, like, oh, I was about to spoil the end. I mean, it's been out since 1999, so if you haven't seen it by now, they dissolve, essentially. They just wither away in front of your very eyes. It was horrifying, and I don't know why they thought that was okay to watch, to let kids watch, but, like, Magic Wizards wasn't? I don't know. It was pretty hit or miss in terms of what my parents would let us watch and what they wouldn't. Anyways, oh, speaking of Zombie Island, going back, much older, it's so good. It's really good. The song Terror Time is an absolute banger. I wish I could sing it. I think I'd get a copyright claim. But it's amazing. It's such a good song, and I looked everywhere for it, and it's nowhere. It's nowhere. It's on YouTube, like, to listen to, but it's not anywhere for, like, purchase. I don't have a Spotify, so I don't know if it's on there, but it might be. I don't know. But Terror Time is so good. It's just, oh, it's such a good song. Anyways, I love Scooby-Doo. I really love, they've, like, cracked it, because, in my opinion, it's the same formula, you know? Monster comes and scares people. Mystery Inc. shows up. They follow the clues. Scooby and Shaggy eat food and do some shenanigans. And then they unmask, and it was actually a jerk of a person all along. Pretty simple, cut and dry, but it doesn't get old, in my opinion. Like, it's the same general plot line every time, but they've perfected it, and they just keep coming back for more. And they've got a really loyal fan base, one of which is me. And they've managed to do that for over 50 years. Because the first version of Scooby-Doo, the first show, was Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Which aired in 1969. Heh, nice. And it's been going on pretty consistently since then. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who is the latest consistently airing episodic show. They recently released a movie. I think it was Sword in the Scoop. No, Straight Outta Nowhere. Scooby-Doo meets Courage, the Cowardly Dog was the latest movie. Latest animated movie, which was really, really good, actually. I've never seen Courage. Didn't have cable growing up, and also Courage was a show that my parents would absolutely not have allowed us to watch because that show is really weird. Like, it's fucked up. It's kind of scary. I don't know how little kids watched that when they were growing up and they were like, yeah, this is cool. I'll tune in next week. But the movie was really good. I love Matthew Lillard so much. He was Shaggy in the live action movies, and also he now voices Shaggy, since Casey Kasem passed away. Rest in peace, King. But anyway, oh, fun fact, Frank Welker, who voices Scooby-Doo and Fred, has voiced them since the show first aired in 1969. So over 50 years, Frank Welker has been the voice of Fred specifically. The only thing he hasn't been Fred in was Scoob, but that's because the gang was played by younger folks, so it makes sense that he wouldn't. Zac Efron was a choice to play Freddy. I will stop that thought there. Anyway, it's really impressive that Frank Welker's been around doing that for so long, and I just admire him so much. Scooby-Doo's been voiced by a couple different people in, like some of the movies, like the direct-to-video movies, which was Witch's Ghost, Alien Invaders, Cyber Chase, and Zombie Island, not in that order. There was a different voice actor for Scoob, I'm pretty sure. Because he sounds a little different. No, yeah, for sure there was a different voice actor. It was Frank Welker voicing Fred, though, but it was a different guy voicing Scooby. Anyways, Frank Welker's been doing that for super, super long, and I was very admired his dedication to playing Freddy. I love Fred. He's my big dumb himbo, man. Fred is a perfect himbo, in my opinion. He's just, there's not a single brain cell up there. Fred. I love him. He's not my favorite. I gotta say, I think of all the gang, Shaggy is my favorite. I do have a cosplay for Velma, simply because I feel like I resemble her the most. But Shaggy is my spirit animal. And I'm not just saying that because I love Matthew Lillard with all my ass. Well, so part of it is that, but also it's just because I like Shaggy as a character. Casey Kasem also brought him to life with a lot of his character. Some of the early 2000s movies were just so funny because he had so many good one-liners and puns, and it was just like, oh, it was a joy to experience. Those movies from about 2005 to the 2011s, 2012 or so. They would release 2 animated movies a year. One in the spring, summer, and one in the fall, winter. Just like banging them out, one after another. Boom, 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 boom. Where's My Mummy? Pirates Ahoy. Loch Ness Monster. Aloha Scooby-Doo. Chill Out Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Phantasar. Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. I frosted that wrong. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go back and re-bake his cupcakes. He's a closer, and I can't give him the wrong frosting. Anyways, just boom, 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 one after another, just consistent. And they were all really, really good. I personally think they're simple. They're about 90 minutes each, which is good because it's a child's, like, the target demographic of those movies was young kids and, like, young teens. So 90 minutes is about as long as you could sit down for and they'd be fine. But I remember summers growing up, we'd go to Blockbuster and we would rent out as many Scooby-Doo movies as we could and just watch them on repeat. I have a specific memory of always having trouble with Blockbuster's copy of Where's My Mummy? It would always get pausey, like glitchy, because the disc was scratched around where Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are having the mirage in the desert and they're eating sand. Anyways, I think they were swimming to Tchaikovsky. Like, da 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 da. I can't sing it. Anyways, it would always get scratchy, and so me and my brother, we were like figuring out how to like make it not scratchy, and we discovered a hack. Not a hack, but it was like, it momentarily fixed the problem. If you ran water over the shiny side of the disc, and then you patted it dry with a towel very gently, because we weren't sure if the water would work its way into the grooves of the CD or whatever. We didn't know how CDs worked. It would fix the stopping, the pausiness of the movie. And we were like, we're geniuses! So I remember watching Where's My Mummy a lot. Recently I have purchased a lot of the movies on DVD, and I have them at home. And I consistently rewatch Aloha Scooby-Doo and Loch Ness Monster. Because those are two of my favorite movies from the 2000s era of animated films. Aloha Scooby-Doo has amazing music. It's really, really good. Hello, Nick. And I think it has one of the best monster chase scenes because it's in Hawaii and they're surfing and the music is so good. It's like this classic, like the Hawaii 5-0 intro with the electric guitar and the drums and his high energy and stuff. That's the chase scene in Aloha Scooby-Doo, and it's so damn good. There's also a pig on a water ski, or a jet ski, my bad. It's as crazy as it sounds. It's a really good movie. And then I love Loch Ness Monster, because it's set in Scotland. It has amazing music, first of all. It also has, in my opinion, one of the best twists in the Scooby-Doo animated films. And then it has one of my favorite characters ever, who I definitely would like to cosplay someday, when I get the funds and the resources, is Del Chillman. I'll put a little photo up right there. But I love Del so much. He's such a cool dude. He's great. He's just like classic conspiracy theorist, like cryptid hunter kind of guy. And he's like, whoa, far out, man. I love Del so much. He actually makes a return. They bring him back in Chill Out Scooby-Doo, where they're going to find the Yeti in the Himalayas. It's freaking dope as hell. And they give him a love interest. And it's awesome. I love it so much. I love Del. He's great. Now, if we're gonna talk about good music, Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Vampire, that's a damn good movie. That was something that one my brother and I discovered a little later in our summers of kids. We were probably like 13 and how old he would have been 11 respectively. And we love Legend of the Vampire. It has great music. It's in Australia. It's in the Australian outback with rock stars. And this one, this was one of, I think, 2 movies where they had different voice actors for Daphne and Velma. And so we were thrown for a loop a little bit. We were like, wait, they don't sound the same. But then we got over it because this movie was so good. And then there's a great closing number at the end that I just love so much. Velma gets her little time in the spotlight. Speaking of Velma in the spotlight, Legend of the Phantasaur. Well, I know Shaggy took the spotlight. That's where the meme of Shaggy's like, I use 10% of my power. It came from that movie. Anyways, that movie is so good because Velma gets a love interest. And he gets a love interest who's a nerd, who's a dinosaur nerd. And guess what's the cherry on tippity tappity top? That nerd that Velma falls in love with for the duration of Legend of the Phantasaur, he's played by none other than Mr. Spencer Reed from Criminal Minds, Senior Matthew Gray Goobler. Oh, I fricked up the icing. I got so flustered. I just love Matthew Gray Goobler! Ah! I don't know what it is with me and men named Matthew, but oh man, shout out to all the Matthews. I have yet to meet a bad Matthew. I don't know, there's just something about Matthews. One of my favorite camp counselors from summer camp I'd go to when I was young, his name was Matthew. Super cool guy. And, yeah, Matthew Gray Goobler was the unexpected, but definitely not unwelcome celebrity guest star in that movie. Not a celebrity guest star, he was there. But Legend of the Phantasaur is a really good movie too, and I just enjoyed it thoroughly. That movie was really good. I liked that they took Shaggy in a new and interesting direction. I could talk about Scooby-Doo for a long time. Their newest, there's a couple of versions of the show that I haven't, like, a couple show renditions I have yet to see or finish. I am still working my way through the new Scooby-Doo movies, the Scooby-Doo show, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo, Puppy Hour, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Be Cool Scooby-Doo got a lot of flack. A lot of people didn't like it because it's a very different animation style, which I understand. I get it. I have yet to check that out. And then I've watched a couple episodes of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, which is really fun in that this is their newest episodic show, still releasing episodes to this day, of that every episode they have a celebrity guest star, and like an actual celebrity guest star. The first one I watched was them and Mark Hamill. Really good episode. Love Mark Hamill. That dude is a treasure. Gino Romano. Oh god. Italians are going to be triggering in a little while because of the Mario movie that's coming. That, well, I think we all know. The worst casting decision in all of history. Apart from Robert Pattinson as a vampire, but that's an unpopular opinion. Is Crispy Rat is supposed to play Mario in the upcoming Nintendo movie, which is just the biggest slap in the face of the gaming community, the movie community, and Charles Martinet, who has voiced Mario for decades and was right fucking there, and they were like, yeah, we'll give you a cameo role. Like, what? Excuse you? A cameo role in a movie about the character he's voiced for your freaking games for years? Rude. Rude. Some of the other casting decisions were also weird as hell. I'm not mad about Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. In some weird way, it makes sense. Jack Black as Bowser. I'm all for it. Jack Black's an actually good voice actor because he plays people other than just himself, which is what Crispy Rat does. He just plays himself in every movie he's ever been in. Lego Movie, he's just a guy. He's just Chris Pratt, made of plastic. There's nothing. He doesn't do anything with his voice. I'm sorry, Chris, but no. You could have turned this down. It's just a travesty. I wish we could pull off what we did with Sonic and just bully him off of the movie, but I don't think it's happening. I don't know if it's actually... Maybe it's a publicity stunt. Maybe, like the Sonic design was just to get publicity for the movie. Maybe Chris isn't actually gonna be in the movie. I don't think so because it was announced at a Nintendo Direct. So I'm not exactly looking forward to it. Anya Taylor-Joy playing Peach was a choice. I don't I'm not mad about it exactly, I just don't understand why. Like, why her? Okay. And also, Charlie Day as Luigi is weird, but also kind of makes sense. It's not an exact fit, but, like, he does have the voice of, like, a neurotic, like, kind of like, kind of character, so he's good for Luigi. And then Keegan-Michael Key as Toad was not great. Not as bad as Chris playing Mario. But also just freaking weird. Like, you've listened to Toad's voice, right? Like, you know what Toad sounds like? Because he doesn't sound like Keegan-Michael Key, I can tell you that. Are they gonna, like, run his voice through, like, a voice-altering software or something? Like, what's the plan there? Also, Chris Pratt said that he isn't gonna do an Italian accent, which completely defeats the purpose of Mario being Italian-American. His whole shtick is that he's like, it's me, Mario. Let's go, Mamma Mia, Princess Peach. Like, I know. The internet knows. The internet's called it. The movie's gonna open with him going, it's me, Mario. Sorry guys, I just do that sometimes. Hi, it's me, Chris Pratt, speaking like I always do, because I'm not a voice actor. And so, this is the movie. Sit here for the next hour and 40 minutes and listen to this. As me, Mario. Like, that's gonna suck. I don't think I plan on paying to watch that movie, if you catch my drift. Simply because I don't want to support Crispy Rat's just tragic voice acting journey. I would rather not. Julep. My name is Julep. I'm my daddy's pride and joy. I needed to pick up my cupcakes before I go to the cotillion. You see, it's my 13th birthday, and Daddy said he'd buy me a pony if I brought him cupcakes. My name is Julep. Mint julep, like the drink. Yeah, my mama hit the sauce a little hard, but I turned out just fine. That's my characterization of Julep. Beloved character of the Papa's universe. Oh, man. Oh, another movie in the spring I'm excited for, that I am excited for. I'm not excited for the Mario movie. I don't think it's coming out in the spring. I think it's coming out either in the fall or 2023. I don't remember what the date was. But Scream 5 is coming out. I'm not happy that they participated in an NFT bullshit. NFT? More like, no fucking thanks. If you participate in crypto, just know I don't like you. Go away. Stay away from me. Don't bring it up. I know how they work. They're bad for the environment. They're also bullshit. Just why? I will right-click all of your ugly ass, stupid ass monkeys and lions. I give no shits. It's another way the world has gone to shit. Can't believe that of all things. Oh, man. Earlier this semester, some douche put a bunch of, like, interested in crypto? Scan this QR code and get in touch with me, a crypto advisor, all over the doors and the walls of my apartment building, which you're not supposed to do. And so everywhere I saw, on the bus stop, on the doors, on the walls, in the elevator, I ripped it down and I crumpled it up and I tore it into little pieces and I threw it in the trash where it belongs. I'm not about that. If I can stop even a couple people from falling into that trap, I will. I'm doing my part It's just my civic duty. Anyways, stupid crypto. Don't do it. Stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Yeah, that's my spiel about it. If you want to support artists, fucking just commission them. You'll get way higher quality art for, like, my knowledge of how expensive some NFTs are, a lot less. Like, jeez Louise. Like, Pick Crew Maker, that website that you can, like, mix and match and make your own, like, avatars. That's what those monkey lion things are. Like, it's just a Pick Crew Maker. It's about that same quality, except it looks like it's early 2000s Flash games that you played on, like, your dad's computer after school for, like, 10 minutes before he's like, alright, son, I gotta get on and do the taxes. It's like, that's how bad they were. Are. It's like, that. Just so much garbage. So much garbage. Not a fan. But anyways, commission actual artists. Support the arts by commissioning a real, legitimate artist who has amazing quality stuff for a lot less cheap. Like, this is ridiculous. The things some people do. Now I'm depressed talking about all this crap. What's something I can use to bring up the mood before I end this episode? Because I'm almost out of time for this, guys. Oh, I don't know. Oh, lately I've been binging all of the Barbie movies. Because I wanted that good childhood nostalgia. Because those movies were A-okay in my parents' books. You can watch the shit out of those. Somewhere in our house is a DVD copy of Barbie and the Nutcracker. Her first ever movie. And also, one of, if not the best Barbie movies. It's so good. It's so violent. Which was surprising for a Barbie movie. The music's amazing because it's fucking Tchaikovsky. And it's got Tim Curry as the evil King Rat. Like, what's not to love? It's also one of, like, 3 Barbie movies in her, like, 37 films where she actually kisses someone on screen. And I was like, I'm on board with that. Good for you. Go get it, Barbie. Oh, shit. At least someone's getting a kiss. I won't get a New Year's kiss. This isn't going up on New Year's, but I'm filming it on New Year's Eve. Yeah, it's lonely. One is the loneliest number that you ever did. I hope that doesn't get a claim. I mumbled it, so maybe it won't. But yeah, Barbie movies are good. They're very simple stories, but it was for young girls. So, like, how complicated was it supposed to get? Not very. And obviously the animation leaves a lot to be desired. But if this was one of the early forays into 3D animation. And for the time, I think they did really well in some of the movies. We don't talk about Barbie Diaries. I don't know, what was that? I don't know. That was one I didn't watch. I did watch some, like, edited videos of it that, like, made it a meme. And I very much enjoyed those. It's very sassy. The writing was really good. But I think I will not be watching the Barbie Diaries. But everything else I've watched. I need to rewatch Princess Charm School. Because I was like... I watched that when I was like 15. Which is like probably a little out of my age range. But I was bored. And it looked interesting. So I was like, let's just give it a shot. And it was actually really good. I was hooked. I was like, damn, this is a really compelling story. And it's like different from like the past stuff. That's dope. But yeah, there was one, Princess and the Pauper was another really good movie. The music in that movie is so good. That's like, there's not a lot of Barbie musical movies, like movie musicals. Like they'll have a song, but it's not the characters singing. It's like Princess and the Pauper, Diamond Castle, Island Princess, And those are the two I know of. Or, sorry, 3. I can count, I promise. Those are the 3 movies I know of that are movie musicals. Princess and the Pauper, obviously, is the best. Preminger, an icon. And while I was watching it, I was like, damn, I wonder if I could get, if anyone has, or if anyone would. Because if no one would, I would. Like, make it a stage musical. Like, make it a stage play. Like, some of the scenes can be cut down, obviously, for time. Or, like, added in or something. But I think it would be a really good stage play, personally. The music is amazing. Mostly just because I want to see some dude fucking kill it on stage as Preminger's song. That's like, how could I refuse? That was awful, but you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, you should go watch it, because it's really freaking good. It's a perfect villain song. Love that movie. Anyways, Barbie movies are great. They're super beautiful, and I have been in the process over this past semester, doll customization videos, rewatching Barbie movies, really reconnecting with my love for Scooby-Doo. I have been healing my inner child, because I was forced to grow up too fast as a kid, and I needed a second chance to, like, go through the little things that I didn't really get to enjoy very much. When they were, like, targeted to people in my age range. Oh, we're a Mint Master now. Dope! But, yeah, so just been healing my inner child. I mean, we've been in a pandemic for, like, 3 years now. What else am I gonna do? So, buy the stuffed animals. Watch the childish movies. Who cares? If it makes me happy, that's all that matters. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I will see you in the next episode. If it's your birthday, happy birthday! And remember, you are a valuable, wonderful human being who is loved and who matters. Your question for the day is, what rhymes with Charles C? Oh, my hair is a nightmare. What rhymes with Charles C? That's your question. I'll see you when I see you.